All right, Bandai Namco, it is time for you. How's it going, everybody? We're back one more time today, probably for the last time this week, for E3 information, live reactions, and current events. We're getting ready for the final big presentation. We are starting now. Da-da-da-da. There we go. We're live. Da-da.
Descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave.
Lots going on. Sorry, I just got some new software I was playing with.
Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself?
Obi, you there?
Cheetah on the edge of an abyss.
Ooh, you are there, but I don't have you coming through my
Survival
headphones.
depends on the choices you make.
There you are. How's it going, bud?
They will be as a compass, guiding you
I
through
can.
the unknown.
Okay then.
And so can the internet. Hello.
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into?
Oh, yeah, okay. I saw some of this the other day.
Their lights will be snuffed out.
Do you have the E3 stream brought up?
To save them,
Yeah, I'm on the channel.
trapped beneath the earth, swallowed.
Yeah, sorry. I have so many audio things going on, and I just got some new software up and running, so I had you muted again accidentally. But we're good.
Forever.
Okay, I mean, it's definitely something I would play. Of course, I don't have whatever console it's on, but I'll definitely play it.
We're here at Supermassive to talk about the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. And I'm joined by exec producer Dan. How you doing?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Right,
Really cool.
so let's start at the very start. We're going to be talking about House of Ashes for most of the interview, but for
His
those that
face
don't know,
looks like
tell
it's
us about
all
the Dark
crooked.
Pictures anthology.
The Dark Pictures is a series of narrative, story-driven,
Okay.
branching
You see what I mean?
Each one is
Yeah, I got ya.
standalone. They each tell a different story, completely separated from the others, but within the same universe. So there is
Within the same universe.
House of Ashes is set at the end of the Iraq War.
Love that accent. So good.
Links 4,000 years ago that set the story up.
So tell us
All
about
right.
the theme and themes, I suppose. within
2003.
House of Ashes.
With an
It
F.
starts off with a military unit. They've got some new technology that can look for weapons of mass destruction underground. They think they've identified something in the Zagros Mountains in Iraq. And then as part of that, they come into conflict with an Iraqi unit. Then there's a pitched firefight. And then the two groups are plunged underground. There's an earthquake of some sort. And it's revealed that there's a hidden temple underground. These big massive structures. But these different groups, they're all separated. Radio contact is lost, and they're submerged in this black darkness.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
And then they're going to start hearing things and seeing things, and people are going to start disappearing.
What the just happened?
So this time it's a very...
That looks pretty neat.
All of the Dark Pictures games, they all pull something from real life or from history, from fact. What's the case with the myth or historical part of House of Ashes?
So we love looking at and reading myths and legends and stories and doing our research, and we know our fans love it as well because there's something that they can link into afterwards, and I love doing that when I'm playing games and watching movies myself. So this one's set 4,000 years ago, the Akkadian Empire, and this terrible evil that happened. We had this self-proclaimed god king, Naram Sin, and he essentially cursed his people. He sacked this temple and brought famine and devastation to his own people. And so a lot of the history is lost, but we've done a lot of research about it. And then we had a lot of happy accidents that linked into the story we wanted to tell. And the fun thing for us is we get to do our own take on it. We get to twist it, and obviously we've made our own truth from it.
At the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw.
I've never heard of these before.
Tell us a bit more about. What's
I don't know.
going
Like
on.
Military unit that you're playing as,
I've been a fan of the previous like Dark Pictures or all them type of games.
The team aren't going to know if there's one or two of them.
How do I not know anything about these?
And that's kind of
Have you seen the playthroughs of Man of Medan?
could try and take one of them down,
No.
but maybe there's another one around the
I
corner.
know you've seen Until Dawn.
Maybe they're like a
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
It's the same people. That wasn't set in the Dark Pictures universe. That was separate,
Okay.
but it's the same people though.
Alright.
Getting little snippets of it in the darkness.
So it's make choices, see what happens. It's a choose your own adventure game.
Or is it actually just one of the other
Yeah,
games?
pretty much. And like
Okay.
I've enjoyed them, but
We like to try and misdirect people on things, you know, that did you see something, did you not?
that may not necessarily be your kind of
We think
thing.
you're gonna be scared
Yeah.
now, and we're not going to scare you now. We'll scare you in a minute.
Oh, it's interesting though.
It's always coming.
Yeah, always.
They make for good let's plays and things for people on for content creators. So
We love to do it.
The only downside is that there's not much replayability.
We know that our fans love
Yeah.
it as well. So yeah, there's
it's sort of once you have things figured out, there's not a whole lot of reason to go back through again, huh?
It's like with Doki Doki Literature Club. Once you know the twist, regardless of choices you make, there's no point in playing it again.
Gotcha.
And it's not just the deaths; it's the gore that goes along with it, and you know, lots of blood.
Wicked. It sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm in.
Not gonna lie, man. It's pretty f***ing bad.
What differences have you made, or changes have you made to the gameplay and mechanics for House of Ashes?
We're always evolving.
I like the setting and the idea behind this a lot, honestly.
Feedback from our fans, and also our team, what they want to do, how they want to push things forward. So we tried some stuff in Little Hope with you know, more camera control, 360 cameras at certain parts, and we've really leaned on that again, and it really works well.
No, I never heard of that one, Little Hope. That I've never heard of that.
Corridors which are really tight and impressive.
I don't know.
Yeah, indeed. So we've had to learn, because you take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away some opportunities for horror. But we've had to learn new tricks to scare people and, you know, ramp up the tension and you know, the chance for jump scares, which we know some people love. We've also got a new torch mechanic, so you know, it's military themed. So these guys are going to be walking around with weapons with torches mounted on them. We love the lighting that we do, the sort of really inky black darkness that we have, and sort of the contrast to the bright areas. And so you're going to need to lean on that torch to allow you to see where you're going, what the threat is, and that kind of stuff. We've also done things like added difficulty settings to this game. So in Little Hope we added you know, QTE warning icons as an example, and we've got some really good positive feedback about that, but also some people want to turn that off. We want to allow you to play the game in your way. So with our accessibility settings and difficulty settings,
Oh, hi, Sasha.
if you want to have a more casual experience, you can change those settings. Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead, but you know, that's what
Spoilers,
happens,
yeah,
indeed.
but that's what we come here for. That's
Yeah.
okay, we can deal with it. So I've got to ask, what was it like working with Ashley?
So Ashley was fantastic. She researched Rachel. She understood her when she came on the set, which is so refreshing. She knew her inside out. And Rachel is a flawed character, so she brought that through so fantastically. The rest of the cast were fantastic as well.
When we were looking for Joey, Salim helped me.
You didn't tell me this because...
You'd flip your shit.
We want you to connect to these characters and understand them as humans. We want them to seem real because they're real to us. You know,
Pardon me.
And I don't mind if you hate any one individual character.
They're really going about this.
You like everyone in real life, but maybe you'll like them when you see the journey.
I feel like Bandai's trying to fill some time.
They're dead, and you feel bad about
and
it.
you feel bad
Yeah.
about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But also, we want you to save them. We want you to try and save them. You know, we know that some people want to get everyone killed straight away, and that's fine. That's their
That's cool.
playthrough. That's what
Yeah.
they want to do. But you know, can you get everyone out alive and save as many as you can?
It's a lot of replayability.
Considering their segment is an hour
Last question.
roundabout,
Yeah.
I really hope this isn't the whole thing.
Favorite scenes.
I really don't think it will be. They've got a lot of games coming out right now.
And Jason,
They just showed off Elden Ring. That's a Bandai Namco
there's
thing.
a way that can play out.
Um,
a sort of-
They
you
just...
can make it go in a number of different ways.
They've been talking about Tales of Arise for a while. That's Bamco.
It's really emotional.
So there's other games they're working on. I don't know why they're...
And it's
I mean, they're
game.
doing a lot
Got something there. I think
for this series right now because, again, I had never really heard of these guys before.
the moment
but now that I'm aware of them, it's something that I can like recognize, and if I see something that jogs my thoughts towards them, then I have somewhere to identify that to now.
You know, don't get me wrong. Like as I said, I like this game series, and if I had the system, it's definitely something I would play. I just don't like any of the centers going on so long about one thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, it's E3, give us some variety, please. Was that it? Was that their whole segment? I guess that's it.
It can't be.
Shut up, Greg.
Apparently it was.
That's fucking sad. They have so many other things. Was that really Bandai Namco's thing?
I don't know. That's what everybody's going on about it in the chat. Like, is that it?
Big rigs too. Yeah. All right. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but whatever. Sure. So we saw one game there. The game that had already been talked about elsewhere. We got a deep dive on it, which is nice, I guess. Its own way, but...
So glad they had a whole fucking segment for one game.
Yeah, that was a very strange choice. I was hoping for a lot more than that, frankly. I guess I'm gonna go eat dinner now. Because... I don't know, man.
Like, you shouldn't be allowed to take up fucking time in E3 if you only have one game to show.
I mean, you should be allowed to, but you shouldn't get to be on the fucking list of events. That should be like, that should have been like something between conferences. Because that wasn't like a keynote or, you know, a conference unto itself or anything. That was literally...
Yeah, that was nothing.
Nothing. That was one game that they talked about. And again, that's fine if they wanted to do that as a segment, but that should have been like between two listed things on the schedule. That shouldn't have been a listed thing on the schedule. That was stupid and bad. It wasn't as bad as Square Enix, but it was bad. It wasn't as bad as the PC gaming show. But
man, I missed out a lot by not being able to see Square Enix.
Well, that conference was bad. Overall, though, like, if we're gonna sit here and talk about, like, the quality of E3 overall, that was kind of a final letdown for me right there. They still have the awards, which I'm not gonna, like, watch. See, the next thing is the Eureka Studio thing, but that's not until 6:20. So we got 40 minutes. I don't care about that. I don't know what that is.
I don't know anything about them.
They're a Steam publisher. Yeah, I don't care about them. And then GameSpot Play for All Showcase, which is probably going to be a bunch of indie games at best. And then the official E3 2021 awards show, which best in show for E3. If you think back over the conferences you did see, is there anything that stands out that you were really excited for, Ruby?
Just the stuff from Nintendo, honestly.
I mean, I'm very pumped for the Xbox stuff because Game Pass is a hell of a value, but Nintendo did kick some ass today, too.
Like, I mean, with the exception of this, every segment had some good things. Like, I mean, I can't really complain about any of them.
Yeah, even Square Enix had, like, the fucking, what is it called? Guardians of the Galaxy, which doesn't look like a bad game. It's just not what people were expecting.
It's like I said, I wouldn't buy it, but I would play it. You know, it's that simple.
There
But
you
I
go.
mean, in my opinion, I think Nintendo had the best showing.
I'll run through what Nintendo had earlier today. The Tekken character coming to Smash Bros. Cool. Life is Strange, True Colors and Life is Strange Remastered Collection. Cool, don't care about that. Guardians of the Galaxy coming to Switch. Surprising. Apparently it's going to be streamable, not actually like playable on a cartridge, so or downloadable, which is interesting to know. Worms Rumble, it's already out on other consoles. Astria Ascending, don't really care. 2 Point Campus, everyone keeps talking about that game, and I don't care still. The Super Monkey Ball remasters. Yeah, that I might actually buy that. Super Monkey Ball is a cool series. It seems like it's really fun, you know?
It's like that. It is fun. It's just the one I played was a little difficult, but that's not really complaint as much as it is just anger. You know.
Yeah. There's Mario Party Superstars. Again, I'm not going to pay $60 for 5 Mario Party maps, but somebody will, I'm sure.
I probably would.
Yeah. Excuse me. Pardon. Metroid Dread. Very excited for that.
Oh,
the
yeah,
more
definitely.
I watch, like, more stuff. They did a lot of follow-up and gameplay at the Nintendo Treehouse event after that, after the Nintendo Direct, and I'm very excited. I really want to play that game.
I did not watch any of that, but I'm already hyped for it. So
Yeah. Just Dance 2022. Don't care. Cruisin' Blast, a previously arcade exclusive cruising game. I'm super pumped to get to play that now.
same here. Like the cruising series has, as a whole, just been amazing. Like,
Yeah. And honestly, if we can get that, if it's like $20, I'm fucking down. If it's like $30 or above, I'm going to be pretty mad. Honestly. That seems like a $20 game to me, you know?
oh, I do.
It's an arcade racer. It is what it is. DBZ, Kakarot, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. You didn't care about that one either, right?
Not really. Like I am an embedded DBZ fanboy, but there's something about that game that just, even watching it on other systems, it just didn't appeal to me. You know.
Yeah, and that's fair. Mario Golf Super Rush. That, for me, is in the same category as the Mario Party Superstars. It's interesting. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun, but it's not something I'm going to spend my money on.
It's like with Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd play it, but I wouldn't buy it.
After that, there was Monster Hunter Stories 2. Neither of us care about that, really.
Nope.
WarioWare, Get It Together. I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. That game is just stupid fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a fucking banger, in my opinion. That is going to be... Like, I played WarioWare Touched on the DS. That was my first WarioWare title, and I freaking, like, ever since then, I've loved that series.
I remember us playing the one on the Wii in high school.
Yes.
That was just amazing.
It was very fun as well. Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm interested in the Shin Megami series, but I still haven't played 3, and that just came out last month. In fact, I didn't know it came out. So, probably never going to play that one. Any thoughts on it?
Not really. I'm not into JRPGs. Like, if you are, good on you. You know, I'm sure you'll like it, but it's not for me.
Fair enough. Danganronpa Decadence. Interesting,
Again,
but
like, I probably would like it since I tend to enjoy like visual novels like that or Phoenix Wright or etc. etc. But everything I've seen from its fan base, I don't want to play it.
yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it's the right fit for me either. I'm not a big fan of visual novels. Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water is getting updated and brought to the Switch. I'm interested. If I can find like a cheap copy of that somewhere down the road, I will probably play it, you know?
I like the dark horror type of games, so I probably would like it.
Like I'll need someone in the room with me, and I'll probably pee myself, but it'd probably be worth it because I've heard that, you know, Fatal Frame games are fun. What's next? Doom Eternal's coming to Switch. Cool. Or the DLC for it's coming to Switch. Cool.
I never really got it. I never really got into Doom myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it is an absolutely legendary series. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't know.
very good series. I enjoyed. I only played Doom 2016 a little bit, but I enjoyed what I played. I played through Doom 64 a couple months ago and really liked it. I was playing it on the Xbox One, which is much more fun than trying to play that game on 64, I believe. Um, but yeah, I would love to play through Doom Eternal, and now that it's on Game Pass, I have the chance to, so I probably will at some point. There's next up is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remasters are coming to Switch.
Again, I've been saying this a lot, but I would play it, but I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, if I can find a copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 for $20 somewhere, I'd pick it up, but it's just not a $60 release for me personally.
No.
I don't remember Strange Brigade, but they showed that off apparently, which should tell you everything you need to know, is that I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, neither do I.
Mario plus Rabbids, I know that you're not excited, but I am, and again, that'll probably be like, I'm not going to buy it on release probably, but a couple months later I'll probably pick it up. Advanced Wars 1 plus 2 Reboot Camp is coming out on December 3rd. I'm going to see if I can find a price on that, but I'm excited. I've heard really good things about it, so...
Well, with it being just a remaster of the two games, I can't imagine it'll be $60.
You would think not. Let's see if Nintendo has a price.
It probably will be, but
it's $60. Yeah, I'm not paying $60 for that. Sorry, Nintendo. You go ahead and try and justify that all you want, but
yeah, no.
That's a $20 game for me. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is getting a DLC.
And from here on out, I just don't care.
Yep, Legend of Zelda. I don't care about the Age of Calamity thing. I should give that. I like Warriors games. I do, and I love the Hyrule Warriors concept. I have not spent the money because, again, it's not a $60 game to me personally. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD is coming out soon. I think I might have to pick that up. I don't know what the price is. Let me check. Oh, it's $60. I guarantee it, actually. Yeah, it's $60. That's probably... I mean, it's fair that that is a $60 game. It's a Nintendo game. It's a mainline Nintendo game. It'll never go down in price. I might buy a used copy eventually. I don't know.
Well,
it's one of those things that, like, it's not even that good of a... It's not that good of a Zelda game, from what I've been told, so...
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add there?
Not really.
Okay. The Game & Watch Legend of Zelda. Cool concept. Neat little thing. If I can pick one up for, you know, $40, $50 or whatever, I might do it. Purely as a collectible, if nothing else, because it's a neat thing. But we'll have to see. I have access to basically everything else on that console already, so...
And the thing you've been waiting so many years for is...
2 years since the last time we heard anything about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Very excited. It looks gorgeous. I love the concept that now we're going into the sky and doing new things up there. It gives you a lot more opportunity to do things with the bird people that I can't remember what they're called. The Rudo? Is that it?
Yeah, she's the wrong person.
No, Rudo is a princess from Ocarina of Time. People. Zelda. Excuse me. They are the Rito. I was close. I was very close, actually.
Doritos?
Yes, Ritos.
Are they nacho cheese or Cool Ranch?
They're very cool ranch. I was super excited for that. Again, we didn't have time to really do reactions earlier. We had time, but there was a lot going on. I had to run off and do stuff. But that's pretty much our reactions for Nintendo there. I know that you were sort of excited for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I am, and it's like, how am I gonna put this? It looks so different than the mainline. I shouldn't even say mainline games. It looks so different from the original games. But again, that's not a bad thing.
Real quick, do you have any consoles that you do own right now? Do you have the Switch?
Yeah, I have a Switch.
Okay, it's coming to that, so...
I'll probably get it.
Well, it's coming to Switch, PS4, and Windows, so pick your poison.
Like I said, I mean, I've beaten all the other games. I'll probably get this just so I could keep my completion record intact.
There you go.
But
I don't know if you heard about this, but plumbers don't wear ties got announced.
I saw that on Twitter last night. I thought it was just an internet hoax.
Nope, that is officially announced for PS5, PS4, Switch, and Windows. So,
Dear God, why?
yep, people like stupid old things. What was it that got? What was the game that got re-released a couple years ago? The one that had all that controversy back in the day, and you're basically like controlling cameras and like trying to save a bunch of girls at a sleepover. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I can't think of the name of it though.
It'll come back at some point. But either way, it's like that. It's in that same vein where, I mean, Night Trap. It was Night Trap. And
So, I was gonna say Night something, but all I can think of is Night Stalker, and that's a serial killer.
yeah, I couldn't even at all figure. I don't know. But either way, like that sort of thing is just like it's memeable, so it gets a release. You know, it's kind of that sort of mentality. Dude, the Contra Anniversary Collection is getting a physical release. The Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Bullet Lud is getting a physical release. That's fucking crazy. I missed all that stuff. Ruby Grim Eclipse is getting a physical release. This must be the stuff coming from, like, Limited Run or whatever. Yeah, River City Girls 2 got announced. All kinds of stuff from that. Shantae is getting a complete series re-release on the PlayStation 5. Skatebird is getting a physical release. So there's all kinds of stuff going on, actually, that's pretty neat that I kind of missed out on. But yeah, I think overall E3 was pretty good this year. We've had better years, but we certainly had worse years. It's better than nothing like last year, I'll tell you that. Summer Games Fest is a promising idea, but the fact that it sort of just like got spread out over 3 months and there was no single moment like this past weekend and then like the past 4 days where we got to sit down and really just ingest all of this stuff, all of these new games and game announcements and things. This is like a yearly event that I always look forward to. So I'm glad we got to do this year.
I've honestly never played any of the Contra games, but they do look fun though.
Oh my god, they do. They're very fun, yeah. They're hard as nails. They're tough as nails, but they are very fun. There's a website out there, E3 Archive, it's e3recap.com that has a list of all of the announcements, all of the things that are important. It links to all the trailers. You can organize it by like the events that they were announced at. You can organize it by like the time that it was announced, all sorts of things. It's a very good resource for these kind of things.
All I know is between WarioWare releasing in September, the Mario Party coming out in late October,
yep,
and the Pokemon Gen 4 remakes coming out in mid-November, I have a lot of games I have to buy.
Yeah, there's a ton of great content coming out, especially in the next year, and that's what's really impressive. Hell.
Oh shit, I missed one. Fucking Metroid Dread on October 8th. I can't not buy that.
Yeah, it's coming out in October, and like frankly, everybody needs to buy that game. Metroid needs as much love as it can get so that they can keep making more games. Because it's been 19 years. 19 years since the last mainline Metroid game was released. That wasn't a remake or a Prime game.
Not only that, and like this may just be my opinion, but I also feel like Metroid has taken a backseat to Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and Donkey Kong. And that's just not right.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, the three mainline, like the big three at Nintendo, were Mario, Zelda, and Metroid. And Metroid just kind of fell off a cliff. And them releasing that really shitty 3DS game, Federation Force, did not help things. So I'm glad it's back. You know, it feels like I'm hoping that it's as good as the last. Well, it better be better than Other M, from what I've been told. Again, I need to play through Other M, but
I don't think Metroid will ever get the love it deserves, only because it is by far the most. How am I gonna? It is by far the most like mature of the cornerstone Nintendo franchises.
yes.
Like you would give your kids, you would give kids Zelda, you would give your kid Mario, but you wouldn't give them Metroid. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean especially the more modern ones. Back in like the original Metroid days, it was just another Nintendo game. It was a little bit darker, a little bit more atmospheric, but it was still like, enjoyable for everybody. Um
But,
and
but still, though,
then
like it deserves so much more love and attention than it has gotten over the last few years.
and that's very true. And it's funny because every once in a while, I've still got Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission on Game Boy Advance, and I'll like every couple of years I'll go back and replay both of those games because they stand up to this day, and they will always stand up as amazing games. So
I've never played Zero Mission, but Fusion was just fantastic. I loved that game.
yeah, and they're like, and that's the thing is, if you get the chance, play Zero Mission because they're both amazing games. So, all right, I think we're about to call this an E3 for the year. If I can get some folks together to sit down and talk about all the events that we got to watch through, then I'll try and get that organized. But hey, if not, then thank you everybody who stopped by and everybody who hung out for a little while and watched E3 with us. We really appreciate it.
Isn't EA doing some kind of announcement next month too?
Mm-hmm. Yes, EA Play will be next month. And also Summer Games Fest will continue on for the coming months as well. Not to mention the Xbox ID at Xbox demo event is going on currently. That should have started today. Let me look here and see if I can find anything out about it. And that's important to me because the Tunic demo should be out and playable, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to clear my throat real quick. Excuse me for that. Yes, the ID at Xbox has listed demos for 40 upcoming Xbox games that are downloadable for the next 6 days. Sorry, 7 days. So, Tunic, Lake, Sable, Echo Generation, A Juggler's Tale, Antipode DX, Arietta of Spirits, Battle Cakes, Black Book, Button City. That's through the letter B, and that's where I'm stopping. But Tunic looks amazing. Sable looks amazing. There's a ton of other games that look like they're worth checking into. So if you've got an Xbox, start downloading some demos. That's my advice to you. I'm gonna grab the Tunic demo, and I'm gonna see if I can stream that maybe tomorrow. I've got a prior engagement tonight, or I do it tonight. There's also Steam Next Fest should be starting tomorrow or Thursday. I think it's tomorrow. And that is, again, another event where they're going to be promoting new games. They're going to be setting up demos for download, so there'll be a ton of games on Steam for download that you can check into as well. Aside from that, I think we're pretty much set right now. I've been working on a new weekly schedule that makes sense for us, that we don't have to adjust and worry about all the time. And that's basically going to come down to streaming on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for the time being. The other days, we might have guerrilla streams from time to time, but realistically, we're just sort of at the point where it's summer, there's a lot going on, there's a lot to keep up with, and all of us are busy adults. So if we can hit 3 days a week, that's my current goal for the channel. We're going to start working towards different goals, different followers, and if we can hit the point where we can accept subscriber goals, I'm really going to take some time over the next few days and try and refocus what we've been doing and focus in on what we need to do. And that's, part of the ongoing development of things of the Slapdash Entertainment Enterprise. I'm going to take a drink.
And if you want to see more, all you have to do is just let us know. Just start commenting, liking, subscribing, all that other crap.
Yeah. I've also got some what was the phrase that I used the last time we talked about this? It is basically some YouTube videos is what it comes down to. Some produced content, that kind of stuff. I've got some ideas that I've been working on. I've got some material recorded. I just gotta actually sit down and take the time to edit stuff out and do some, voiceover and things like that. So look forward to that.
In other words, be sure to search for us on YouTube.
Exactly. So currently our channel has been an archive. It's not even been a very good archive. It hasn't been. I haven't updated it in several months. I'm again with the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday schedule that I'm working on, that I'm going to bring to the group, and we're going to talk about a little bit more just to make sure that works for everybody. That should allow for a more consistent upload to our archive as well as a more consistent. It should just allow for a lot more flexibility for us behind the scenes. So, and honestly, 3 days a week is enough of us. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we're not exactly the most consistent of people, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, we're working on stuff. We're getting it ironed out. We've been working at it for a while, and there's always room for improvement. And it's just we've kind of been floating, especially for the last couple months, where we've just been very inconsistent. We haven't updated schedules and things like that, and unfortunately, that's just the way of things. It kind of got away from me, especially. So I'm gonna try and take the next couple days, like I said, refocus things and get us into a better place for it all. So. But for now, I think we're about done for the day. I gotta go eat some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday, so you can't pass that up. Anything you want to chip in with, Obi?
Not really, no. Just, as I said, if you want to see more, just let us know. We can try and work something out.
Exactly. So we'll figure things out. All right. Bye, everybody.
Good night.